One of the best things to learn in Excel is to level up your data presentation skills. So in this video, we'll be looking at how to make super cool infographic charts with fill effect in Excel. Look at these two charts from the same data source. If I ask you which one among the two looks more visually appealing and easy to understand, I am sure you will vote in favor of the second chart. The reason this second chart, which depicts actual sales against target sales, looks more visually appealing and easy to understand is that the category names in this chart are integrated within the data series columns to improve comprehension. There is this dynamic fill effect and actual sales perfectly stand out against target in the background. The light gray color in the background is the target and blue colored bar in the foreground is the achievement. There are these smooth edges for the data bars which give them a visual appeal. Now you can ask a lot of questions like how to integrate data series names within the data series columns, how to overlap the target and achievement data series to give a dynamic fill effect, how to add these smooth looking circular edges to the data bars, and questions like that. So let me answer all of these questions in this video. Hi, it is Junaid here from the Valor Academy, where I help you to improve your Microsoft Excel skills. Before we get to work and answer all of these questions, be sure to stick around to the end of this video because I will also show you how to make charts with conditional formatting, wherein you can highlight the data bar with the maximum or minimum value in a different color to make it stand out from the rest. Now let's get to work. So let us start by creating a simple bar chart. We will select the data. Our data is this. It's the sales data which depicts actual sales versus target sales for each of the sales managers. We will select the data, go to insert, then select bar chart here and select clustered bar chart. The first thing we will do here is that we will change the chart title. We will give the chart a name. We will give it a name, actual sales versus target sales. Observe here that there are these gaps between the column clusters, and these gaps make the chart look not so good. So the first thing I will do here is remove these gaps. To remove these gaps, I will click on any one data series, then press Ctrl 1 on the keyboard. It will open the Format Data Series pane, Format Data Series dialog box, and here under Series Options, you have this option Gap Width. Reduce the gap width to 20%, hit Enter on the keyboard, and observe the changes in the chart. Also, I want to increase the series overlap to 100% here, so that the target series column and the achievement series column are perfectly overlapping onto each other. But before I do that, I need to do some preliminary work. Observe the final chart. Notice here that the fill color of the target series is dull gray and the achievement series is blue color. Notice also that the edge of the data bars in our desired chart are spherical. So how do I achieve the same result here? To change the data bars into a desired shape, I will insert the desired shape from the Insert tab. Here in this case, I will insert a rectangular shape from the Shapes dialog box. This rectangular shape which has circular edges, and then draw the shape, then fill the desired color in it. Since I have to fill the target data bars with the light gray color, so I will fill the same color in this shape. I will go to Format Shape by pressing Ctrl 1 on the keyboard, Shape Fill, and fill the desired color. I will fill this gray color, light gray color here. I will also remove the border line to give a smooth effect to the shape. Under the line option, I will select no line here. Then I will copy the shape. Right click, copy, or press Ctrl C on the keyboard and click on the target data series and press Ctrl V on the keyboard. Notice the change in the target series data bars. The fill color has been changed and so has been the shape. Having done the preliminary work, I can now safely increase the series overlap to 100%. I will click here on any one series, then press Ctrl 1 on the keyboard. It will open the Format Data Series pane, and here I will increase the series overlap to 100%. Hit Enter on the keyboard, and now here I have a problem. The actual data series stands behind the target series, and with the result that it is not visible. To make the actual data series visible, I will bring it to the front. So to bring it to the front, I will right click here on the data series, then click on Select Data. It will open the Select Data Source dialog box, and here I will click on Actual Sales and click here Move it down. Click on OK, and now you have this dynamic fill effect. If I want, I can also change the shape of the actual data series like I did for the target data series. I will simply click on this shape which I have already inserted, then change the fill color. I will change the fill color to blue color here. Then I will copy the shape, Ctrl C, or copy the shape. Click on the actual data series and press Ctrl V on the keyboard, and notice the change here in the actual data series. Isn't this chart looking awesome now? Now comes the next important challenge. The challenge before us is to integrate the data series name within the graph You can do this manually by inserting the text within a new shape, putting that shape inside the data bar, but the text won't update when the name of the data series changes. So we want it to be dynamic. To add dynamic data series names, we will click on the data series, right click and click on add data labels. And here you can observe that the data labels have been added. Having added the data labels, we will click on the data labels, then go to format data labels pane here, click on label options and check mark value from cells. Then we will select the data for the data labels. We'll click here, then select the names. Again click here, click OK. Now we will uncheck value here. Notice that we have added value from cells and unchecked the value here. And observe that the data series names have now been added as data labels. Now I need to do a little bit of formatting here. I need to bring down the data series names to the bottom of the chart, and I need to change the text angle to a vertical position. To bring the data labels or series names to the bottom, under the label options, I will go to label position and click on inside base. Now I will go to text options, click on text box, and under text direction, I will select rotate text 90 degrees. Now I will change the font color to white. I will go to home tab here. Under the font color, I will change the font color to white color here. I will change the text to bold here, and I will also increase the font size to 14 maybe here. And now finally I will click on the chart elements, hide the axis, hide the grid lines and hide the legend. And here is the final chart. Now in the last part of this video, as I promised earlier, I will show you how to add the concept of conditional formatting to Excel charts. I will first move this chart to right. Suppose we want that the bar in this chart, which represents the sales person with the maximum sales, that bar should be in green color. For that, we need to add one more column here, and we will name this column as max sales, and we will add a formula here. We'll write the formula equal to, if this value is max of this range, then return this value, else return nothing. Close the parenthesis, but before hitting enter, we need to fix this reference. We'll select the reference, then press F4 on the keyboard. But we need to close the max function also. Then we will hit enter and drag this formula to other cells. Observe here that there are two maximum values. For example, if this value goes to 1,19,000 for example, now there will be only one maximum value. Now what we need to do is that we need to add one more series. We'll right click here, select data and add a series. Series name is max sales, and the series values or these values. Click on OK, and now we have one more series here. Okay. Now as usual, we will insert a shape. We'll insert this shape with circular edges, fill the desired color in it. We'll press Ctrl 1 on the keyboard to open the format shape pane and select the color as green color. Also we will change the line to no line here. Then we will copy this shape, click on the max sales data series in the chart and press Ctrl V on the keyboard to paste the shape. Now suppose that the sales of Shelly changed to 90,000 for example, and observe the change in the chart. Now Lois is with the maximum sales of 1,19,000. Now suppose that the sales of Lois go to 80,000 for example, go down to 80,000, and notice the change in the chart. So this is how you can make a chart with conditional formatting in Microsoft Excel. So that is the end of this video. I hope that next time you use Microsoft Excel, you will definitely consider using the chart making tips and conditional formatting tips you learned in this video, because that is the reason I am creating these videos. I hope this video was helpful. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Keep supporting, subscribe the channel. Thanks for watching.